Woo! Let's go! We are back at it again. When last we left off, we just found another one of the elemental rods. And a card for the Hermit. So, let's get to it. The Hermit, no more, wields his trident with power, but remains tranquil in his strength below water. This card represents solitude and finding the answers sought from within one's own self. Otherwise to be read as no more can get no ladies. I can't open that yet. I gotta get a different power.
This looks like a fairy ring.
I can't open that yet. Well, I guess we take it back to the thing.
Only one more to go.
Look at that. Let's take a look at our map. Let's see what we got. Magic has something new to say for us. I want to go visit this thing in the library, though. Whoa, look at this spooky sight. What is this? A hidden place.
Noble Ushtur guides my hand.
Melania Jane Watson. Yeah, we're getting enough gloss now that we can change her appearance up. Thank goodness. We'll come back to here later. I think this is where I died last time. Come on. The Deserted Void. A great place to bring a date later. Okay, there's Oster Shrine. I'm gonna run around. Here's a door we can open. Bah!
She believes in our purpose.
Welcome to the Dreamer's Descent. All these mushrooms. There's a wall, I can't break through it yet. There's not really a jump button, so it's not like a open world platformer. Like I can move down paths, but I can't climb on stuff. Right, like there's no mechanic for me to jump from here to there, aside from like finding the right pathway to take. Which I think will be up this way. Open!
The goddess of order approves.
Hello? Stone Terrace?
The Standing Stones. There is powerful magic at work here.
But it's magic that we can't access yet. Womp womp. The High Priestess. Jean Grey stands powerfully and summons flames from her palms, holding her stance and waiting for the next move. This card represents instinct and wisdom, with a hint of mystery. The stones on which you are standing. The standing stones. Not the sitting stones or the squatting stones. No, no, no. Only the standing stones. Okay, so this is the way I came. Right, alright. So here's Stone Terrace exit, which means I gotta go this way. Nyom. Find the windy clearing.
I need to find the next moon seal.
Find the next moon seal. Got it. We can, however, press F to pay respects. Spooky eyes.
The Great Seer, known as Endra Moore, is buried here. Much like Nico, her powers came dangerously close to crossing the line. But she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns.
Endra Moore. It's a metal name. Alright, this bridge comes from the other side. This game loves making you backtrack.
This is which sign?
A glyph scrawled in bone chalk. Its meaning known only to the witch who wrote it. Yeah, fortunately I run real fast. Journal of Hiram Shaw, December 4th, 1688. The people of Salem line up outside, drooling at the chance to be part of this congregation. I cannot be more pleased with how many seek out the truth within these walls. With the guidance of Chthon and the power within this page, I will set them free. I am the one that has been chosen. I praise Chthon for granting me this blessing and this power. Yet there is light, and Yet where there is light, there are those who oppose it. A coven of witches stalk around us, deceiving my flock and sowing the seeds of distrust. They will be stopped. Okay, so if I was a moon seal, where would I be? Right, because we got that over there. And we can't get that until we get across there. Fast like a bunny hunter. Okay, Stone Terrace, Standing Stones. I think I want to head back this way. I heard that, cat. Where are you? Blessed Blade and Sonora, a rare palette. Give attack cards in your hand critical for the rest of the mission. Neat. I'm caught up on rocks. Oh, hello. Endra Moore.
Intriguing.
Our fighter, our heart.
What is this?
Jeremiah Kane, breaker of chains.
That
Will
is
Walker,
something.
son of this land.
Curious.
And Yelena Nikovic believed the best and made it so. Oh, that's cool. They left me like a little beacony thing to run towards. We want to go to the library and open up that purple chest. Yeah, this. Rank and file, a rare palette, and 23 credits. Now, we don't know what credits do.
I see you found one of the elemental rods. If you'd like to keep going, you may keep searching for more.
Well, thanks for that, I guess. Cauldron Experimentations. This is one cagey beast indeed. Dr. Druid was not kidding when he stated the difficulties tied to the imp-like creature bound to this cauldron. It appears the energies bound within the forge only serve to further agitate the creature within the cauldron. June 10, 1988. My initial experiment proved to be ineffective. A protected ward I had created to shield the abbey instead released a noxious black cloud, which hung over the ground for days. June 13th, 1988. I moved the cauldron this afternoon to just outside the abbey and attempted to purify the springs that ran off from the waterfall and into the yard. Instead, I managed to release a geyser of flames that shot a good 50 yards into the air. A most unfortunate event. The flame blast incinerated many of my favorite willow trees. That's a spicy cauldron. Agatha, what you got for me?
I see you found another of our mystic landmarks. These are the Standing Stones. Your ancestors among the blood used them to converse with the Elder
Oh,
Gods.
dang. Is she gonna respond
that
every
work?
time I find something?
Members of the blood would gather among the stones and enter a sort of meditative trance. They say the gods would hear their thoughts, but the blood never knew for sure who was listening on the other end. Some of the older texts refer to a series of glyphs etched on the stones, but at first glance they seem to have been scoured clean by time itself.
Could they still be revealed somehow?
You read my mind, Hunter. I suspect the glyphs are still here. They just need the right words of encouragement, if you catch my meaning.
What do you know about the moon seals?
Presumably forged by the gods themselves. I like to think of a moon seal as both a lock and a key.
I like to think of
With
them
the
as
right
a
power,
furry alien
wielded by the right
that
person,
makes clapping
the
sounds
energy
and
of the
eats
seal
fish.
is unleashed, creating a conduit to the Elder Gods.
And I am that right person?
Orp, orp, orp.
Just another benefit of being descended from the blood. Lucky you, dear.
What would Wanda want with your altar?
What can I say? Some people have a curious, adventurous itch that just has to be scratched.
Rawr.
I was one of them, and so was Wanda. Caretaker, not so much. But I see it again in you, Hunter.
So you encouraged her exploration.
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What good is being as powerful as we are if we're just going to spend all our time cooped up within these walls? What's the worst that could happen?
You
got me there, dear.
Okay, touche.
Where did the words of power come from?
While I often call them blessings or gifts of the old gods, the words of power are actually powerful invocations tuned to the unique energies found in descendants of the blood.
And Caretaker used the words as well?
What do you want?
Of course, dear.
What do you want?
Sarah used the
Why are you
words
crying?
of power on the Abbey grounds just as you do today.
You have food, you have water,
Many
you
of
have
the
everything
areas
need.
you encounter that seem receptive to
Yeah.
these spells are actually the result of Sarah's frequent undertakings.
My cat is demanding that I wrap him in his favorite scarf. Please hold. Yeah. Here. Here's your thing. Here's your security blanket. There's your whoopee. That's a happy boy. All right, let's see if we can't find this last moon seal. Oh, let's take a quick trip back to our closet and see if we can't buy cool eyes. Let's see. Eye color. We've got 351. We can get yellow, green, pink, purple. Golden looks pretty good. Red's a classic. We can get cooler, though. Let's see. Head prop. Weird little headbands. Sunglasses. Nah, that's nothing. Eyeshadow. Full. Worth the cost. Eyeshadow color. Eyeshadow opacity. All the way. Eyeliner. Worth the cost. Midnight Dare. Ooh, that looks good. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll buy the gold eyes once we get... How much did the... 200? Excellent. Get a little bit more gloss and we're good to go. Okay. There in the sky is our little purple goober. We're just going to run at it. Oh, what are you? Temperance. Cloak pours from his goblet into daggers, allowing the power between them to retain balance. This card represents harmony and creating something new through combination. Look at that. Whee! Dreamer's Descent. Ooh, Hunter's Journal. November 3rd, 1712. Lilith is no longer the light that she once was. All that remains is darkness. Darkness that wears the face of the woman I once called my mother. I am prepared to lay down my life, for many will perish if I do not act. Only one of us shall walk away from the storm that awaits. It will be me. I can feel it. There are only moments left. So November 3rd, 1712 was about when I kicked off. The womanly beard would go good with the lipstick. Sick, now we get more cosmetic rewards from arcane chests. A wicker construct, symbolic totems, crudely constructed to honor the elder gods. Now how does that honor the elder gods, right? Like, what does Oshtra get out of that?
Ah, I see.
Faded journal page. Wanda's journal. March 4th, 2020. They stopped tending to this grave some time ago. I guess I'm the only one that comes out here these days, so I get it. It's so sad, though. It was hundreds of years ago, but I can feel so much sorrow in this place. But a loss like that, a husband and a father, that doesn't just go away. Maybe that's why everything happened the way it did.
I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it.
Handmade
Intriguing.
father doll. A doll for my father. I spent extra time on this one. I guess I gotta... Elder Gods are like, cute! Yeah, they're like macaroni sculptures. You know,
This
you
rubber
gotta...
looks loose.
Oh, yeah? Bah!
The goddess disagrees.
Nope.
Interesting.
Cleo, cherished companion who will cheerfully meow in our hearts forever. Small headstones honoring the Abbey's beloved pets. Aww. The Grassy Overlook. No book depositories, please. Okay, so I don't have that word yet. Hunter's Journal, February 20th, 1708. Agatha always makes me laugh. My aunt is so serious. Always. Sometimes I catch her smiling like a little girl, but only when she's with Agatha. With me, she's just serious. The way she looks at me sometimes, I don't think she knows that I see it, but I do. She's afraid. She's afraid that I'm going to be just like my mother. Ooh. Those are some issues that I'm not sure we can work out over the course of a game. Nope, can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. I need to orient myself. Where's... There it is. Grab. And there was a thing up here, right? Yeah. Up here, and then up here. Handmade caretaker doll. His head just did that. Caretaker never did like the idea of being idolized in doll form.
Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods.
Ooh, full eye golden, yes! Hell yeah. When we get back to our closet, now we can make her look freaky and otherworldly, like she deserves.
Ah, I see.
No, put
That
down...
is
I need the other doll.
something.
Put down the doll. Okay, okay. No other doors around this way. There's something here, though. Hey. Arcane cooking for the gifted amateur. Gifted indeed. These recipes look difficult. I don't know why we're fucking around with this mission when we can be pretty instead. We're gonna have to do all of it, man. This channel isn't some of the dang thing. It's the whole dang thing. We gotta play this incredibly long game to the hilt, baby. We gotta unlock everything. We can't get across there. We can't get through here. And I've already spent 25 minutes running around like a moron. So what we're going to do is we're going to give up on our quest for the moon seal currently. We are going to do some mushrooms. We're going to do lots of mushrooms.
Caretaker was furious when she found I had built this. I wonder what she was really afraid of.
She doesn't want you amassing power, dude. Okay, so from the Standing Stones, south down here is Caretaker's Old. Or Mild Fort. There's got to be hidden stuff around here. There's one. There's a masterwork, The Return of the Cattle. There's Illustrated Mycology, a recipe book with the ink and watercolor illustrations that almost jump off the page. There's more chicken mushrooms. But no doorway. Okay. Secrets. We gotta find that next moon seal. Oop. Journal page. Hunter's journal. Sometimes I wake, still caught up in my dreams. I'm running, but seemingly going nowhere. Yeah, tell me about it. The dream seems to go on and on. It's dark and freezing, and I'm trying to hide and make myself as small as possible to not be seen or heard. Sometimes there are strange voices screaming from far away, and I'm on my feet again running. I'm never fast enough. It feels like these dreams are distant memories, or maybe something yet to come. But when I shake away the sleep, I'm safe and warm. Agatha and Sarah are here. Everything feels okay. It sucks, dog. Okay, fast travel time. Let's see. Oh, hey. Ebony. Was the cat behind my tomb? There it is.
Do not transform on me now.
Look at that. All of our heroes just got a level because I found the cat.
Lucky to have you.
Best cat ever. That's not true. My cats are cooler. Yeah, even you.
Oshter smiles upon me. An elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar.
Can I open my thing?
Must not be her purview.
Well. Hot diggity, I did it by accident. I love it. Stumbling bass-ackwards into greatness. Yeah. Wait. This way? This way. Just imagine the rest of the superhero team watching as Hunter does manic laps around the Abbey grounds.
There. Finished.
A moon seal. Yoink!
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started?
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Yeah,
What
hindsight's
really
20/20 after you got
When
vaporized.
Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Bloodgate didn't open. But the seal's power did have an effect.
We tried to teach her elemental magic.
had
She made a
visions,
bunch of
both
babies and then
terrible and
unmade
somehow
reality.
alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
Baby.
And now I am on the same path. So where is the next Bloodgate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves. I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it.
I think there was something over here. Hang on. Aside from just witch hazel. Okay, that's where we got a tarot card. I think later this activates and turns into something, but I can't be sure. Okay, oh well. Past the Standing Stones, you say? Wait, where's our map button? There. Terrace, Stone Terrace, Standing Stones. Baboom. Open for me!
The second Floodgate. I should warn you, Hunter. You may find the trial ahead more difficult than I originally let on. The gods will push you harder, and you might very well fail.
And if I do?
You dust yourself off and you get back in there. Or you train, rethink your approach, and come back later, when you feel ready.
And what if I am hurt? Or worse still, what if something happened to Charlie?
Neither of you will be harmed, dear. That's not what this is about. The Elder Gods want to see what you're made of, but they're not out to get you. Well, except Chthon, but you already knew that.
Then I should make an attempt while I am here.
The next gate
I'm
only
sure you'll
opens
be
with
fine.
blood libel.
Just enjoy yourself. You're the only one getting an opportunity like this.
I will do my best.
I'm the only one for
Oh, and
now.
Hunter, I should mention, you'll only be able to make one attempt at the trials per night. Even the old gods grow weary of their children eventually. Good luck.
Recommended player level 8? Oh, let's give it a shot. Defeat 16 Lilin within 4 turns. Okay.
When many of the elder gods were corrupted and became
I have an
what
equipped
we would
combat
call
item.
demons, The god Atum, born from Gaia herself, was set upon our world to slay these monsters. In that sense, the two of you have had a shared purpose. Fight
Yeah, I
well,
see.
Hunter, and he may just honor you with his blessing.
Bite, howl, bite. Okay, that's good, that's good. Okay, so we want to get as many of these little dudes with this howl as we can. If we can get all three of these guys, yes. This is good.
Now that was something.
And then we bite.
I am impressed.
That refunds a card play and draws us a card. And then we bite.
They
Bite.
cannot possibly match your strength.
Refunds a card play. How much health do these guys have? 224. Oh, Lord. We bite.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Quick splash that guy.
You were too weak for this fight.
Got one more card play left. Taking health damage will taunt this until the end of turn. So let's go on ahead and do... Charlie's got 42 health. I've defeated 5. I have to survive for 4 turns. Okay.
Leave some for the rest of us.
As damaging their health will also apply a taunt. Okay. That does a whopping 10 damage. I think we're good. Whoa!
I am the only one left standing.
They have obliterated my dog.
Atum was unleashed and made
2 revives
war
remaining.
with the
Good, good, good.
demons. But in the process, he became something of a monster himself. He even became known as the Demogorg, the God Eater.
If this is a cautionary tale, your timing could use some work.
I want to... kick this into them.
No more the servants of Lilith.
And then quick slash this guy.
Your mother abandons you.
I want to rock and roll and party. Yep, I do want to use as many of the like rocks and terrain as I can. So let me switch to Charlie. So basically, Charlie's gonna hit that. No, that was supposed to be Charlie. I guess Charlie can't throw rocks. Knock out those two.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
And we'll have Charlie. I guess we'll have Charlie munch on this guy.
I saw that once, centuries ago.
And I want Hunter to move over here, please. There we go.
Really want to get on my bad side. Our team is falling apart.
The Elder Gods are clearly aware of Lilith's efforts. These beasts may look like her children, but they're only illusions meant to test your skills.
All right, now we're cooking. Hunter heals herself. Charlie can fight that guy.
Now that was something.
Could do a quick slash here.
Return to your mother.
They're illusions, Michael. Do a quick slash here.
You were unprepared.
Let's see, she can't... I think she can take 2 hits from these guys. Let's give it a shot.
I am impressed.
Kabam! So now all I have to do is kill a guy.
You will have to do better than
Still alive! All I gotta do is survive. Strategy.
I think Blade is honestly jealous that you're getting this extra training in. And with live targets, too.
Blade can come join me. There's all three of these guys. Yeah.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Redraw that. Perfect. Get him, Charlie.
They cannot possibly match your strength. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Baboom.
I am impressed.
Get all of these guys.
They cannot possibly match your strength. Pathetic.
Oh, the wounded's bad, though. Will this kill me?
Now that was something.
So now we just have to survive, right? Uh-oh. Hey, we did it!
If that doesn't make an impression on Autumn, I don't know what will. Good work, Hunter.
Hot diggity. Elder Atum Shrine. Boop. Reveal.
With Atum's help, you shouldn't have any trouble uncovering the more elusive elements hidden throughout the grounds.
Let's go find some mysteries, yo.
Why don't you try out his blessing on that stone over there?
Why not try his blessing on this stone right here? Show me what you got!
There must not be anything here.
He's gonna say so many good things about you, they'll call her Bragatha Harkness.
Autumn reveals all.
She complains an awful lot, though. She's kind of an Agatha Harkness. Great work ethic, though. She really goes out to get that Bagatha Harkness. Hey. Oh, human skull on a stick. That's cool. That's cool. Cool thing to have. Bridge.
The son of Gaia approves.
Bespoke potions. Death cap for Cutie. Moonflower. Y'all. We found a whole ass spooky house. Who's leaving all of these corpses out? The Serene Oaks. See, this is the tricky thing about this game, is that you can spend hours, many, many hours, running around the Abbey grounds, like picking up mushrooms and stuff that you need to make all of your items. You can spend so much time exploring that you forget, like, oh yeah, there's also like a mission structure to the game. It really is like 5 games in one. Martha Richards. Let's see. This references a tree the villagers called the Life Taker. Its limbs held so many of the dead it needed to be fitted with iron supports. Martha Richards met her fate there. Oh, cool. Interrogation records, dope.
He sees the path.
Got myself an arcane key. So now everywhere we go,
Something terrible happened here.
we gotta look for those different glyphs until we unlock the last 2 glyphs, and then we're gonna have to go back and do the entire thing again. Wanda's Journal, April 4th, 2020. What a strange place this is. So much terrible history and so much corruption, but the energy here draws me in. Maybe it longs to be cleansed of the evil of Hiram Shaw. After all, this was once a place of peace and community before everything. I found a page of a journal from back then, written by Shaw himself. I almost thought of the page could have some kind of bad energy, but it was just a piece of paper in the end. Although it's made me wonder about what I know to be true around here. I trust Caretaker and Agatha completely, but I'm starting to think that I don't know as much as they've let me believe. Wanda has suspicions. The Weeders. Spooky picture of a tree. Ooh. Rune of Aggression. Spooky Church.
This area, it feels wrong somehow. I sense an
Okay, we gotta go
old
back and
suffering.
change our eyes.
Members of the local coven were persecuted here. And worse.
Witches?
Salem's history with witches may have been distorted over the years, but some things are true. The witches of Salem did their best to thwart Shaw, but he rallied his congregation against them. The catalyst of the infamous Salem witch trials. When the coven called out in distress, it was Lilith and Sarah who came to their aid.
They came all the way from Transia, with the Abbey, to help a group they had
Interdimensional
never met.
heroism.
You may not believe it, but I'm sure you would have done the same. Isn't that why the Sons are here today? Aside from that, your mother and Sarah both saw the signs of Chthon's influence. They knew there was more happening in Salem than the persecution of witches.
Which witches?
Chthon's corruption had taken root in the New World, just like the colonists themselves.
And while Lilith and Sarah were still preoccupied in Transia, They entrusted one of the moon seals to the Knights of Wundagore, who brought it to the Coven with the hope that its power would reinforce them enough to deal with Shaw.
But that is not what happened.
Unfortunately, no. When the plague came to Salem, the same one that afflicted your father, Shaw used it to further agitate his flock by placing the blame squarely on the Coven.
And the witches?
Women did it.
The mob was vicious. And the rest is history.
But what about the moon seal?
After the trials, the moon seal vanished along with Shaw. Without drawing any conclusions, I think we can both guess where it went.
If this was his church, then it is possible the seal is still here, or somewhere nearby.
You read my mind. Good hunting, dear.
Figure it out. Explore the church. Ooh, we get spooky whispers. Open. Hiram Shaw, January 6, 1694. I was wrong to let my heart linger on thoughts of Lilith. She and her foul sister are worse than I could have imagined. She's even corrupted a man from my congregation to her cause. Dad? These women have more influence than that coven, even without their roots in this village. My congregation size falters. I raise my hands to Chthon nightly, crying out for guidance. April 23rd, 1694. This scroll contains more influence than I initially perceived, for it is not merely power within, but corruption beyond my wildest imaginations. For each mark upon the land, a page could have been traced to its location, aligned to a person of power who handled fragments of the blasphemous tome. I have come to believe that the dark and destructive events that plague this land are not chronological rhythms fate has set in motion, but the Darkhold's sway. Ooh, Cauldron Mixology. Look at this, I'm learning. Ooh. Arcana level up. Coven suspect C. She may have been a powerful conjurer at some point, but this one was easily caught off guard in the night. Despite my best efforts, she refused to speak of anything but meaningless drivel. Spile Wench managed to strike me across the face, a mistake she paid dearly for. A thorough search of her filthy warren again revealed nothing of interest. These are the witch marks that we found earlier.
How long did the Salem witches hide here?
This one refused to fight, hoping that her pacifism would entice me to end her suffering more quickly. It did not. In the end, she revealed nothing, and her hovel was just that, with no sign of the artifact. But we might find a clue. Hello? Yeah.
Oster smiles upon me. Alter thinks otherwise.
Hunter's Journal. So I've been here before. The cold depths of winter challenge us all. I'm grateful for Agatha and her control of the elements, especially fire, on these dark days. It's hard to believe that even with the threat of Lilith looming, that cold and hunger can draw up so much of our energy. Agatha brings me to her altar to train now, and says that by the end of winter I will also be a master of the elements. I look forward to that day, if only to leave the snow behind us. Give me this stuff. The Hierophant. Professor X channels his power to raise the knowledge necessary to be shared with his pupils. He holds in his hands the keys to understanding. This card represents guidance and wisdom from a teacher. Okay. Hiram Shaw, August 2, 1694. It pains me to set these words to page, for my cause is righteous. Any admittance of weakness I find unfathomable, but I must tread with utmost care. The whispering specters intensify, testing my will at every turn. This page, I have come to realize that it is responsible for the corruption of not only the souls of man, but the destruction of entire civilizations throughout history. Today it is the people of Salem that suffer. So around 1695, Hiram Shaw gets corrupted by the Darkhold. Before that, he seems a decent enough guy. Hello. What are Hunter's powers? Just kind of demon-y stuff.
And yet,
Like,
it's familiar somehow.
she's innately magical. She
She
can wield light and
Very
darkness
perceptive, dear.
in a
Maybe you
weirdly
should approach the good
undefinable
doctor
way.
and see if he has any insights. And Hunter, be circumspect. Dr. Strange is no fool.
That man ain't a sucker.
It's always good to see you.
Tell me about Hiram Shaw.
Hiram.
By all accounts, Hiram Shaw was a desperate man. Desperate for power, wealth, influence, the usual desires that cloud men's minds. As I understand it, he was a largely unsuccessful minister before his arrival at Salem, traveling from place to place, swindling whatever followers he managed to gain before being run out of town. To think that a simple man like Shaw finding a piece of the Darkhold was enough to set all of this in motion, it puts things in perspective.
I wonder if Hiram Shaw has any relation to Sebastian Shaw of Hellfire Club fame.
What do you know about my father?
That's not an
I don't
easy
know.
question, dear. What would you like to know? Was he a good man? Yes, I think he was. Your mother loved him dearly, and he doted over her. I think for a time she forgot who she was, where she came from. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. She and Sarah both deserve to find something more than just another fight with Chthon. Lilith did. Sarah didn't. At least, not for a while longer still. I honestly think that's the only thing she ever had against him, blood or not.
Did Wanda ever make it to this place?
I suspect she did. But if she discovered something, she didn't tell me. Until we speak again.
Ah, Hunter, I was just admiring the collection. Someone spent a great deal of
Oh,
time
okay,
piecing
we found this
together.
dude.
Together, I hope you don't mind me having a look around.
Of course not, Doctor. The library is an asset to us all.
I see. I'm not.
This
the only
Doctor
one who's
Strange is a
taking
little bit
interest in
more
these works.
nebbish than
You haven't
the
been getting into anything precarious, I hope.
Benedict Cumberbatch version.
I have found something on the Abbey grounds that I think you should see.
Oh, sounds mysterious. By all means, lead the way. I typically avoid venturing this far from the Abbey, especially at night. It makes Tony nervous, you see. Not in the I'm concerned about your personal well-being, Doctor sense. I think he's actually more afraid of what might happen to my side of the forge without proper supervision. Which, to be fair, is a valid concern.
I'm trying to return to the story area.
My time studying safely indoors. But I'm sure there's nothing to fear with you by my side, Hunter.
Yeah,
There's an unsettling air about this place.
it's
This
spooky.
church belonged to a preacher named Hiram Shaw. His influence turned Salem against its coven.
A charismatic personality and a fearful populace can do much evil together.
Anyway, check this out,
There was
nerd.
more to it than that.
Yes, I suspected as much.
Look at this. Look at this. What is this?
You were right to bring this to my attention, Hunter.
What is this?
I thought it resembled one of your wards of protection.
There's a reason for that. It's the same magic Wanda invoked in her attempts to protect the Sanctum. But what is it that you're chasing out here? These wards aren't something to toy with.
I will not know for sure until I get past this. Is there any way to dispel it?
Unfortunately, no. What good would the wards of protection be if they were so easily broken? But I have been wrong before, at least recently. Do you have any suspicions as to who may have conjured this here?
Wanda spent a great deal of time out here, and she had the power.
She does have some experience with these spells.
That's clearly Scarlet Witch crap, man.
The only way I will know for sure is to find a way through to the other side.
That's obvious, Doc.
I'll think on it and see if I can come up with some way to assist you, Hunter. For now, though, you'll have to be patient.
All right, so Strange is going to bust that out. We're going to pop back over here, go to our room, customize. Let's make ourselves look weird. Yeah, baby. Oh, there we go. Otherworldly. Let's do it. What happened? What happened? No, go back to it. Eye color. Oh, we got to buy it? Okay. That's worth it. We have collected more outfits as well. That one looks comfy. Good to run around in. I like casual Hunter. Alrighty. Sleep. Sleep is next. Let's start the new day.
Can that really be you? After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I
There
was
is a
when you
shirt
were
in
just a
particular, Rob, that will unlock.
helpless
It's
little
perfect.
baby.
But yes, I will show
You
off
don't
the guns.
remember that, do you?
Dude, Mom's kind of
But
hot.
I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
and taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from
My
you.
God, they're roommates. What truth?
And what truth is that?
The truth they are keeping from you. You need only.
Wait! Mother! Where did you...
Ah, the Neon Genesis Evangelion school of directing, I see. Save money and...
Was that really her?
Jesus. Nico. Penelilith Cruz. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this one looks good. There we go. Guns shown. Yeah!
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
We pet the dog every day. Let's see. We got to do our super link stuff. Okay. Whew. So about the Astounding Spider-Man, are we going to do something about that? Blade says, yeah, he put his little spider neck on the line for us. Tony says, calm down, kids, there's a plan. Ileana asks, why do we never act on that plan? Stephen Strange says, I'm certain our wall-crawling compatriot is doing just fine. Robbie says, that's great and everything, but he wouldn't be in this mess if it wasn't for us. We should at least track him down. Nico says, if the rest of you won't do it, us kids will. And Carol says, cool your jets, people. Head to the war room. Central's highest priority is finding Spider-Man. Cool. Ileana, can you settle a bet? Depends. Nico thinks you're related to the Rasputin. And which one is that? Freaky eyes, 70s hair, possibly knocked boots with the Tsarina. Ileana says, you think I come from royalty? Oh, God, this... Such an awkward interface. No, she thinks you're descended from a freaky wizard. So, were you? Not every Russian with the name Rasputin comes from that Rasputin. See? But my grandfather was one of the few that did. Called it. Pay up. Fine. Nico, you win. I'll buy you what you wanted. But who wants TV series in box sets anymore? Pack rats who don't trust streaming services to work out the rights. Ooh, topical. Nico had a strange feeling at Agatha's shrine, like her hand was touching her shoulder. Everyone felt it. You should go. It's peaceful. If she were still around, I'm sure you'd want to visit. And, boom. Breaking. A mysterious boom at an abandoned warehouse is to blame for broken windows, claim Brooklyn residents. The loud bang occurred late last night and is said to have cracked panes of glass in a 3-block radius. According to local authorities, there was no evidence of an explosion. Kids must have got their hands on some fireworks, said resident Eugene Blatko, 34. Happens at the same time every year. Big bang, then off into the sky. Big bang, then off into the sky sounds like Carol. Nah, the hunter hits like a freight train. Must have been that. Don't be modest, Carol. You hit like a kraken, says Stephen. We all do our part, and we do it together. Everyone's getting along, says Tony. Where's the drama, the headbutting, the snarky passive aggression? We leave that to the Avengers, says Blade. Ah, there it is. Robbie says, Ileana, were you walking the grounds last night? Yet. Robbie says, weird. I saw a strange light out my window. We're the only ones that have our own underglow, so I figured it was you. Maybe Carol was out for a moonlight stroll? No way. Captain Marvel isn't a soft glow. She's a portable sun. Also, you can't take a moonlight stroll during a new moon. Just witchy things. Nerd. Says the man who names his katana. Keep pushing me and I'll share it with #BladeFacts. Aw. Nico says, okay. Alright, that one's done. Our research is now done. Every day we will have a thing to catch up and upgrade. Right? So it's like... Every day we did our research. Tony's armor. One of Tony's many Iron Man suits, polished to a high gloss. Though it is powered off, the eyes seem to follow you. Spooky.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Alright, Supernatural Fabrication and Way of the Fang. We have to complete 3 missions with Blade. So let's do Supernatural Fabrication as our next research thing. We now have Forge upgrades that we can get with credits. Let's do that.
We are finally getting some decent tech down here.
Bam.
We're not quite finished yet.
Let's
Got
now
more coil for me?
analyze our gamma coils, and then we just got to do a mission with Blade to unlock the next one.
Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge.
Charge. Forceful knockback. We want the new one. And Drain Soul.
If you find more coil, send it my way.
Boom. Now we go over here and talk
There
about
you
the
are,
war
Hunter.
room.
Got time to look at something? The intel cache we recovered from Hydra's gunship might seem sophisticated to the casual bystander, but they probably weren't expecting to go up against the likes of me. With Central's help,
Yeah,
I can
we're
decrypt
tough.
these babies in no time, providing us a valuable and fascinating glimpse into Hydra's twisted little minds. Hey, Hunter.
Let's open the thing, a new box.
Work your magic. Really good intel here. We've got a lot to go on.
Hero Ops unlocked.
Now that we've decrypted the intel,
Okay.
let's put what we've learned to good use. Check out the available hero ops listed on Central.
Hero Ops grant powerful hero-specific rewards. Heroes assigned to an op will be unavailable for combat missions until the following day when the op completes. Alright, so we spend intel and we send Captain Marvel on a mission.
Handle that.
Cool.
Ready for some hero work? Bye.
The Abbey is now yours to explore. Check your objectives. Missions are waiting on the mirror table when you're ready. So with that, I think it's like fully open now.
Hey,
if we
for
find
someone who
somebody...
just dug up, you look pretty fresh. Supervillains rampaging through a major metropolitan area is just like everyday news here in the 21st century. You'll get used to it eventually.
Yeah. If they got a thing on them, they got
Feel like
something
that
new to
thing
say.
is unfinished, Hunter. If you're free, I'd like to talk. Well, don't leave me in suspense. How are you enjoying the library?
I thought we were past that.
We are.
Your eyes look
but I'm
different.
still allowed to be annoyed with you. I expect a bit of pushback from the others, but not from you, Hunter.
Why not? When have I ever made things easy for you?
You had your moments, few and far between, but that's exactly my point. You know what that place, what she meant to me, and you did it anyway.
If I had known it meant this much to you, I would have waited. It was not my intention to defy or hurt you.
Also, like,
No. Defy.
you like
Maybe.
you took a few
At the same
days to tell
time,
me
I
that
know
she
I
was
haven't been
dead. You
open
can't be
with
that
you
mad that I
about
broke into her
everything that's
library.
happened.
At least we are talking now. Silence between us would only make things worse.
Seems a
You're
backwards
right about
metric.
that. We have bigger things to worry about. Like the mouthy alien tormenting Spider-Man as we speak.
He did risk himself for us without hesitation. We owe him for that, at least.
For once, I think the entire team is in agreement. It's only a matter of tracking Venom down.
I would just follow the trail of destruction, But maybe there is another way.
I'm sure we'll come up with something. Don't
We
leave
do
poor Spider
we do a lot
waiting
of
too
banter
long now.
in this game. Like,
Hey,
a lot of banter. Other objectives. Hey man, what's up?
Hey, can I ask a favor?
The life of a superhero is complicated, and sometimes they could use your advice. Other times they might ask you for favors. Help heroes with their problems to receive new rewards. Okay, so... Boom, you're clearly... What's your expert on how we should train? Tony Break takes a break from his training and gives you a quick assessment as you approach. Should we say... True warrior values technique over brute strength, repetition and study, not fire and fury, or train like you fight with furious intent, no quarter, no mercy. One gets us resources, and the other one gets us 10 Iron Man crit chance on a match, a 30%, 1 in 3 chance to injure him, and a common ability. So which do we do? Let's go on ahead and do the credits.
Thanks, Hunter.
Caretaker could have at least left me a chair. No pain, no gain.
Bada boom. Upgrade that drain soul. And let's see, who can we fight with today? Let's fight with Liliana. Oh wait, we have to take Blade on our...
I'm ready when you are. Just remember the rule.
Attack!
There are no rules.
All heroes gain 1 resist at mission start. Nice. Vaulting deals increased damage in combat. Oh, neat.
Later.
Midnight Sun's training level has increased. Every training level grants a large boost to environmental attacks. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We love that.
Peace.
What are you talking about, dude? Peace. What can I put in there? Okay, 4 attacks. He's a passive fist. Hey, I guess I... Oh, I can put a little glyph on my forehead. Aw, that's cute. Eventually, I can unlock horns, which is cooler. This is why we got to do our missions and get our gloss. Oh, a little superhero mask. Do I have a new ability to upgrade?
Time to take it to the next level. All right,
Cool.
then.
The mask will un-Melania you in a hurry. Yeah, there's better ways to do it, though.
Privyet, Hunter. This Spider-Man sounds like a strange thing, swinging from the rooftops with some sort of spider fluid. Disgusting.
He's a weird guy. Bam, research in progress. We don't have any artifacts. We don't have any upgrades. Cool, cool, cool. Our only other objective is to do our mission table, I guess. Oh, no, wait. Carol Danvers is working. Agatha might have something to say.
We've got a situation rapidly developing. I'll be in contact soon, Hunter. What are you doing, Faustus?
So, talk to me. Top.
Hunter, my second favorite zombie superhero.
Who is your first?
Tony, on 2 hours of sleep.
Captain America.
So, what do you need?
He died in 1944.
I have questions for you.
Sure, ask away.
Tell me about yourself, Carol.
What in particular?
I want to know about
Who
your
were you
past.
before you became Captain Marvel?
Air Force pilot. I used to fly the unfriendly skies before I was attached to the space program. And back then, I was entirely human.
You are not entirely human?
Not since I uncovered actual, for real aliens. There was an accident with some alien tech that rewrote my DNA, and now I'm half Kree.
I have never heard of the Kree.
Neither had I. They have a space empire. It's crazy to think they've been around far longer than you've been alive.
How did Carol
Yeah, the
Danvers
Kree are a pretty
become
ancient civilization.
Captain Marvel?
During my time with the space program, I found myself involved in a conflict between alien species, Kree and Skrulls. I got too close to a device called the Psyche Magnetron, and it completely altered me.
Oh, those pesky
A Kree soldier
psychomagnetrons.
known as Marvell felt responsible for what happened and took me under his wing. He was a hero in his own right, and we fought beside each other for years. He's gone now, but I took the name Captain Marvel as a tribute to what he
He just
stood
died
for.
of, like,
Since then,
regular
I've
cancer.
made the name my own.
How powerful are you?
Your strength is hard for me to fathom.
With all this gamma weirdness keeping Banner in banner form, I'm Earth's mightiest Avenger. Once Thor realized the Hulk was in a class of his own, he was not happy to be in third place. He still challenges me to arm wrestling contests, and loses. He's much less salty since I started calling him Asgard's mightiest Avenger.
How powerful would you say you are?
When someone says we need to call in the big guns, they're talking about me. Just don't say it in front of Bruce. The Hulk is an order of magnitude stronger, no question. But he doesn't have my precision, patience, or reliability. At least, that's how Bruce put it.
That I'd say that's
That much
accurate.
power.
Like,
And it does not seem to have gone to your head.
I do get cocky sometimes, but I don't take any of this for granted. And I always remember where I came from. Arrogance is like punching the afterburner with your wheels down.
I don't know what that means. I've never punched an afterburner.
Tell me about the Avengers.
Sure, what about us?
How long have you been an Avenger?
Over a decade. Still hard to believe. We've been so busy dealing with one crisis or another, it's hard to mark the time.
Yeah, and shit got really
My
weird in the
coffee tally
70s.
puts me just shy of 20,000, excluding the cups I forgot to track.
What are your thoughts on your fellow Avengers?
I'm with the team for a reason. I believe in what we do. All of us do. I'm sure you've noticed Tony can be abrasive, but I never doubt his commitment. He and Banner used to fight like cats in a sack. Thankfully, they seem to be past that. And I can't think of anyone better to deal with a mystical enemy than Doctor Strange. He's a little out of sorts right now, what with being pushed out of his home, but he'll adjust.
Yeah, Carol... You call Carol when you need, like, a tactical nuclear strike. If the Hulk gets angry enough, he breaks apart worlds. Hulk is bad.
Do you think your team can find common ground with the Midnight Suns?
Look, I try not to get involved in team politics. I'll work with anyone who gets the job done. I don't care what team they're from.
Do all the Avengers feel the same?
Oh, God,
No
no.
comment.
God, no.
Thank you, Carol.
Anytime. And hey, if you find the time, we should hang out.
Stop hitting on
I
me.
will consider that.
Of course.
Now is not the time. Give me that blue goober. Yeah. Okay, we did the thing. Who else had... Agatha.
Need something, dear?
No, don't stop. There's always time for love. We can't hang out yet. I have not yet found the proper ways to hang out and woo her. There is so much of this game left to unlock. Rob, by the time I'm done, I will be giving this woman scented candles that smell like jet fuel in order to win her affections. I can't hit on her yet. I'm not ready. Oh, God, this is a lot of them. Okay, let's start with the source of Wanda's power.
I have heard that Wanda's power comes from Chthon.
The way I understand it, as a child, Wanda and her family lived in Transia, not far from Mount Wundagore. Within that mountain, the dark god Chthon had long been imprisoned, his corruptive influence an ongoing threat to the people of Transia.
And Wanda was affected?
Whether Chthon reached out to Wanda, or he found her by chance, I can't say. But Wanda was blessed or cursed by Chthon, touched by the power of chaos magic. While he had hoped to make her some sort of acolyte, she proved to be more capable than even he foresaw.
It's, all because she was raised by a mutant supremacist madman.
One of the first Elder Gods, Chthon is said to have existed for tens of millions of years, well before the dawn of humanity on Earth. Believe it or not, he wasn't always the bastion of evil that we know today.
This story sounds familiar.
As the legend goes, the downfall of the old gods was actually brought upon by Chthon's brother Set, who found that by consuming his siblings, he could gain their power. After Set consumed Hypus, Chthon followed suit with the others, and in this way, many of the first gods also
Set
became the first demons.
That pesky Set.
And how did he come to be imprisoned on Earth?
In the same way Hydra has worked to restore Lilith, various cultists of the past sought to revive Chthon to wield his power. When Chthon failed to cooperate, these same cultists did the only thing they could. They locked him away again.
This entire game is kind of like...
What do you know about Transia?
Transia is your ancestral homeland, Hunter. The birthplace of Lilith.
It's like a deep dive into the mystic side of Marvel, right? 30 years of Strange Tales and Doctor Strange and Black Knight and Scarlet Witch, all the mystic stuff. This is like a crash course. It's brilliant.
Even after all this time.
And Wundagore?
Wundagore Mountain has always played a prominent role in whatever scheme was underway. Chthon himself is said to have created the Darkhold, deep within the caverns of the mountain.
What was Caretaker like when she was younger?
I'm sure it's difficult to remember now, but Sarah wasn't always the steadfast contrarian.
She used to be fun.
In our younger days, she was much more enthusiastic about dashing off to save the day, not unlike some of our younger allies among the Suns.
That does not sound like the Caretaker we know and love.
Keep in mind, Hunter, Sarah has faced a great deal of loss in her time here. Everyone she ever cared about, in fact. I would say she's earned the right to be disagreeable, at the very least. She is a very strong woman.
Yeah, be mean to everyone around you.
Held up as well, given the same circumstances.
Who were the Knights of Wundagore?
Another mysterious group of heroes in a world full of mysterious groups. Of course, I'm no expert on Transian history. I do know that the Knights of Wundagore were formed as a response to the growing threat of Chthon's influence near the mountain.
What exactly did they do?
Hydra was hardly the first to dabble in chthonic schemes. Many have tried and failed to awaken the Dark God. Over the centuries, the Knights fought alongside a number of allies who stood against the various crazed worshippers of Chthon.
Allies such as the Black Knight and, weirdly enough, the High Evolutionary.
You were there? At the witch trials?
Not initially, no. If I had been, I like to think I could have stopped them before it was too late.
Womp womp.
I sensed something was wrong, and when the witches cried out in distress, I came to Salem as quickly as I could.
But Shaw had already committed his crimes against them?
Yes. It was a devastating discovery. And for the longest time, I blamed myself.
But you see now it was not your fault.
I've come to understand that we must accept the past and move on. But that doesn't mean I won't always carry that pain with me.
I know that feeling all too well.
I know. And I wish you didn't, dear. I really do.
All right. Only one thing to do now. Read a book. Mythica Zoologica, The Wild Hunt. Though the occurrence of the phenomenon is widely overreported, there are still well-documented cases of the wild hunt occurring in modern times. If one wishes to hear the hounds of Anwen as they course overhead, areas of historic suffering are always an excellent place to start. And as to look upon them is to look upon death itself, best to wait until Selenian illumination is at its lowest point. Notes on Transient Antiquity, The Royal Society Lectures, 1921, Miller et al. While not common, offering bowls have been discovered in many centralized temple locations. These ornate bowls are believed to have been used in sacrificial rituals associated with the elder gods, but their specific purpose is unknown. Fragment of a faded letter, a parchment of power. From above and below, from the old world to the new, we must remain ever vigilant for any sign the universe offers us. There is no unease too slight, no suspicion too minor. Nothing can be ignored. You must understand that lost page is his final chronicle and the key to his return. We must ensure it remains lost. There is simply no duty greater in this world. This wasn't your choice, but it is now your obligation. You may think that unjust, and you'd be right. But your sacrifice, like mine, will serve something far greater than ourselves. G. Ooh. That's a little fascinating.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
The best dog. All right. Let's do... Right. Nothing else? Nothing else? Let's do our mission.
Good to see you, Hunter.
Unlike story missions, general missions can be led by heroes other than Hunter. The Hunter can be brought on these missions, but are not required. They can be pursued at any time. A new story mission has also been added to the mirror table. This mission can be pursued at any time to advance the story. So we can now get credits and gamma coil, or an artifact and a gamma coil. Let's go on ahead and do Spider-Man's. We'll take a blade with us if we can. Kids. Nerds.
I would be rotting inside that creature's gullet if not for Spider-Man. Time to return the favor.
We'll find him. We're running facial recognition on every surveillance camera in the cloud. They just keep moving too fast.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but you think Team Spooky's doing any better?
Nico, just like send him a tweet, ask him where he is.
Perfect. Perhaps a magnetism rune.
Against a level 5 demon alien hybrid? Where did you learn your magic? Demo Khan?
Don't talk to me about dactyls, Steven.
You really do have a look.
Hunter's right. This isn't working.
On to plan C. Well, more like D.
Norman won't mind if I borrow a few Oscorp satellites at 45,000 feet, right?
Man, fuck that guy.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
82nd and 5th. Well, between 5th and Madison now.
Guys, they're live. And they're trending.
The power of social media.
Hashtag big alien apple.
Spider-Man, you dork.
Now imagine if you had just asked for our help sooner.
No time for an after-school special. Patching it through. Patching it all through.
I love this game. Let's go get him.
We need to hurry.
Let's go.
Keep your eye on Venom. He's not to be underestimated.
Superhero walk.
He lives straight out of a nightmare. I will not turn my back for a second.
Good. If you keep him distracted, I'm gonna stab him myself.
Illy Beans, you good? Carol?
Venom seems like an ongoing problem.
Carol's here so that she can go do her op.
Reason why he hasn't been locked up or put down over the years.
All right, let's do it.
Aside from Carol and Liana, you're the only real challenge.
Step through portal.
He's taken to the rooftops, and he's tossing just about anything he can find onto the streets below. There are
Whee!
innocent people down there. Get.
Let's go save some folks.
Stay safe, ma'am!
I should probably tell you the same thing.
Jeez. You'd think he'd at least have tennis elbow or something by now?
We just squash your bones and bring them home to Mother.
We shall squash your bones.
Bring it to Site 1. We'll squish your face and eat your...
Hydra Bob joined Hydra for the dental plan. Sorry, Bob.
I'd seriously consider switching occupations if I were you, friend. I know, no job's perfect. But at the end of the day, it's all about the coworkers.
Ooh. Spidey's got some weird, interesting stuff. Okay, rescue civilians. Generate heroism to use the rescue civilian card. Watch out for objects thrown by fallen Venom. Costs me 2 heroism. Okay. Fallen Venom is hurling objects at the heroes. Any hero inside the targeted area will take damage at the end of the turn. Use mover abilities to reposition heroes and avoid damage. Knock enemies into the targeted area to turn the tables on them.
Never surrender.
31 block, force Venom to target the alien. Okay.
Really nice of you all to come by and visit the old neighborhood. I'd
Cool.
say let's all stop for a group selfie, but Eddie might get a little jealous.
I cannot fathom why one of my mother's fallen is so obsessed with you.
I'm not sure what any of that means, but Eddie and I were doing our thing here in New York way before those horns grew out of his head. I've never known him to pick on civilians, though. I need to get
Bit. Oh, I thought that was a quick guy. Whoops. Let's see. But we can do that guy into that guy. Yep.
I'm on it.
Leave some for the rest of us.
And then charge. We're going to charge this guy. I'm going to charge him into that and that, and just going to
You have earned
ba-bam.
your loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing.
Gonna go ahead and quick kick this guy. Oh, it doesn't actually do any damage. Oh, okay. Then we'll just take him out with a quick slash.
Hell.
And we'll rescue a civilian.
I have cleared one of the innocents.
Okay, let's redraw this, and we've got 2 health left. The hunger. Ooh. We don't have enemies with marked yet, so that's unimportant. Taunt Venom. Let's move Spidey over here.
Oh, this should be good.
There we go. That works out pretty well for us. Smash! Resisted.
This is gonna get messy.
Lilith must not have left instructions for Hydra.
Chain strike. If target will be KO'd, chain to another target.
But there's still civilians trapped here too.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Does
I can hear
19.
it too,
He's got
talking in
17
my head.
left. He's
It's a
got
comm
24.
system, the same one I
Ooh,
activated in
maximum
your
2.
suit.
Right, that was gonna be my next guess. I'm going for it.
Kabam! Kabam!
I'm hurt bad. That's one hell of a move.
Right? That was pretty good. Knockback and quick.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
And then Hunter rescues a civilian. Boom, objective complete.
I have freed one of the civilians.
Defeat the remaining enemies.
Civilians are clear. It's open season on Hydra and their pet monstrosity.
Let's
They
get
will be
him.
the next to fall in the hunt.
Wow. Did you ever work with a guy named Craven?
Redraw that. Make him bleed. Draw 2 cards. The next 3 damage cards apply 2 bleed. Perfect.
Time's up for these chumps. Don't blink. Come get it.
Crated.
What's our contingency plan? This should get you going.
Now's your chance to hone those skills of yours. Don't leave any Hydra standing.
You got this, champ. I believe in you. All right, let's see.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Apply 2 marked to every enemy with bleed. There's only the one enemy, so let's go ahead and...
Sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
What's bind do? Aw. Sure, let's whip him.
Nothing personal, but I think you're out of your league here.
Hunter just moves over here. Why not? Kaboom!
There's only so much I can do here.
Yeah, man, you're... Hate to say it, you're kind of boned.
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
And off you go.
You were too weak for this fight.
We've got them all. Now let's get to Venom and stop all this.
Let's go.
Don't suppose you'd let us actually try and help you, Eddie?
Help us. Help us.
Gain 1 fast.
You took everything from us, Spider-Man. And now, we will take your world.
Gonna put that down as a
Reduces the
definite maybe.
cost of heroic cards by 1. Cool. Yeah, let's do it.
Try this on for size. This should help.
All right, we got Thwip and we got Quick Kick. We're going to bind and stun, only restrained for 1 action. Attacks cannot be resisted. So we're going to go ahead and do that.
This one's for you.
That's a neat trick. About time.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
We'll give that a quick cuff whap.
Man, I'm good.
So what else we got? We still got one card play. Let's get rid of one of our heals. And I guess, okay, if we do 30 damage there. Bam! Okay, next, let's go on ahead and heal Blade up.
Walk in the light.
Get our 2 heroism, and we're done.
What manner of creature are you?
Follow Spider-Man's lead here. He's the expert when it comes to Venom.
Thanks. I recommend giving him a wide berth, especially if he's feeling huggy.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Looks like it's up to me.
More Spider-Man cards. All right. I think we just keep this schmuck bound up as best we can.
Coming at you.
Now that was something.
So we don't use that.
You guys are really gonna get hurt if you're not careful.
Alright, I guess we do chain 2. Yeah, why not?
Here it comes.
Pretty good, pretty good.
My pride.
Soon we eat.
That was a cheap shot, Eddie.
All Beta moving into position. Wi-Fi heroes, embrace Mother's love. Your struggles are pointless, and they spoil the meat.
Is he always like this?
Eddie always gets extra grumpy when he's hungry. Think he's bad. You should see Jameson if he doesn't get his morning bagel.
Yeah, big hit. And bleed.
You only delay our meal.
Sure do, buddy. How much you got left for?
Playtime's over.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
Let's save that one. Let's just do the regular chain strike. Ba-boom, ba-boom.
Coming at you.
Woo! Woo!
That looked like it hurt.
Downed. Powerful enemies like Venom have multiple lives and will have to be KO'd multiple times to be defeated. So we gotta beat him another time through. That's okay. We're good. Nobody needs healing. Get that out of here.
I have spotted enemy reinforcements.
Nothing can save you from us, little spider. Not heroes, not puny soldiers. We will never stop until you are ours.
I believe him. We need to put an end to this fight soon before he brings down the entire city.
Exactly what I needed.
All right. Chain to apply to bleed. Apply to marked to every enemy with bleed. Okay. You can't apply bleed to those guys without killing them, though, so... we just,
That hurts.
quick kick on that dude. Every hit. Oh, hey, there's a Conchu article at the Metropolitan Museum. How neat.
Your mother abandons you.
How much health that guy got left? Get stunned.
Fragile, but not as fragile as you.
And we're done here. Oh, I guess I could have thrown those newspapers at him, too.
We sense your fear, heroes. We can taste it. A sweet
Okay.
marinade for the feast that is about to come.
Okay, pal, relax.
Sorry, Eddie. Think you're just picking up a whiff of garlic from DeCarlo's. Tell you what, call off this ending the world thing, and lunch is on me.
Let's see. Let's go and get her out of that.
They're mine.
Wham! Wham!
Good one.
Let's ditch, make him bleed. Throw that guy over there. And Blade, you're gonna want to stand over here, buddy.
Tire yourself out now.
I'm on it.
Get bound, nerd.
I am impressed.
You are puny.
Sucker.
Ugh, that punch left a residue.
I think somebody needs a minute.
Looks like it's up to me.
Get him.
I thought they were supposed to be tough. This is a great victory, everyone.
We're not going to worry about the little guys.
Mother strength is eternal. We are eternal.
He fights like a damned Wendigo.
Unstoppable.
Oh, he's not unstoppable. Just really annoying. Huh. Not my worst idea ever.
Good thing that speaker system was there.
Good afternoon, Demo Venom! Here's a special request from all of New York to you, our slobbiest invaders since Thanos.
Oh, brutal. Wall of sound.
That was exceptionally loud. Had to get bit by a radioactive spider with really good hearing.
I was going to say, amazing.
That's what the kids tell me. I think I'll pass out now.
Don't worry. I know a safe place.
All right. Said I was doing well enough to increase the difficulty. I appreciate that.
Good day, Hunter. Well done driving off that monstrosity Venom before he took an even bigger chunk out of our dear friend Spider-Man. Thankfully, Dr. Strange is tending to him in the barracks.
Ooh. Sorry, my mouth is full. One moment. Different heroes meet every few nights for one of the Abbey's clubs, a group interaction that can yield powerful rewards. Abbey clubs can be pursued at any pace and declined at any time, delaying them until a future date.
Hey, Hunter! I was just looking for you. We need your assistance.
Who is we?
The Esoteric Mystical Order, specifically the Knights of Intellect and Dimensional Spiritualism.
That is an elaborate name.
You can blame Dr. Strange. Oh, I may have rearranged a few words so it spells out emo kids.
Nerd.
Tell me what you need.
Dr. Strange Magic and I are researching a crucial moment in your past, but it's probably better if we just show you. How about it? Ready to uncover one of the greatest mysteries about your life after death?
Yes, but need moment.
I need to take care of something before we go.
Sure thing. Find me when you're free.
Like Nico, I'm about it. I'm 100% about it.
Well met.
Anything going on today?
Yes, Nico wants to speak with you. Do so before you sleep.
Can you tell me what this is about?
No.
Well.
What's happening, Hunter?
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Okay, I had other stuff that I needed to do. Right. Floating candles. No, I guess okay. Now I remember. After this I do... I see. Agatha, Magic, Strange.
As a donor to the museum, I gotta give Spidey some serious...
Agatha.
I know I've asked a lot of you recently, dear. Especially when it comes to these little excursions. But there is one more thing you could do to make an old witch happy.
If it were not so good to see you again, I might think you were taking advantage of me.
Hunter. You certainly are the product of your environment. Between Sarah and I suppose we're just lucky you didn't turn out more cynical. Besides, this might be interesting. Now that the altar is in working order, we just need to reignite my cauldron.
How interesting can that be? Your cauldron was always churning with some concoction in the old days.
As a good cauldron.
Yes. And how do you think that was possible? It's not just any flame we're talking about here. Maybe you've heard tale of the demon fueling the forge? A fire-breathing demon, no less, blazing as hot as the flames of hell itself. Fortunately, I'll only require a single ember.
I can see where this is going. How do I find it?
I've enchanted this vessel to protect you from the ember's heat. You should be able to get close enough to retrieve it through one of the old mine tunnels beneath the forge.
I have seen the tunnels. They were here before the Abbey.
I'm not surprised. You always have been curious.
We've already found that spot.
The tunnel may lead close enough to the heart of the forge to retrieve an ember.
Got it. Hidden Veil of Gods and Man, Volume 1, excerpt from page 78. Known as the Searcher of Worlds, Oshtur broke free of Chthon eons ago, drifting between the stars for millennium. It is thought that a mere fraction of the Elder God's power could bridge the cosmos. In recent centuries, the Earth's most powerful sorcerers have banded together to form a secretive organization known as the Gatekeepers, with each sect believing that power could be harnessed by tracking the Elder God's movements. Ooh. Observations of the Blood. Notes by Damon Hellstrom, son of Satan. My research has led me to believe that the Blood have existed for ages, seeking to eliminate the spawn of Chthon and any other malevolent manifestations they deem to be a threat. I will continue to dig deeper into their rather murky history. There is much to explore here in Old Salem. The World According to Loki, by Loki, true ruler of the 10 realms. Someone of my background and skill set must find interesting ways to pass the nearly infinite stretches of boredom. To be blunt, I do seek power and conquest, as many have alluded to in the past, but I also seek out my own forms of entertainment. This, I believe, adds the spice of life to many of these so-called heroes' rather dull existence. It is quite easy to do what you are told. Follow orders, stay in line, do not oppress the weak, blah, blah, blah. Where is the challenge there? Imagine my dear brother Thor's adolescence without the occasional giant spider manifestation to create chaos and liven things up a bit. Without my contributions, his younger years would have been a never-ending series of training exercises while listening to our father ramble on for all of eternity. I like to think that Thor welcomed the occasional serpent attack on the city of Asgard. Moments like these give him a chance to show off and flex those meathead muscles of his. Without me, he would be on his own, searching out trouble. I merely bring it right to his front door so he can play hero. However, there were times he was not quite thrilled when I took what I considered to be exciting and unique creative liberties. I do not think he especially liked being turned into a frog, or a woman for that matter. We did have fun, didn't we, dear brother? Well, at least I did. What a little jerk. I love him. Fragments of raw earth, excerpt from page 211. Hematite is commonly used for grounding and stability, while the lodestone's magnetic qualities were meant to attract good fortune regarding love and relationships. Meteorite, with its association of the celestial realm, can enhance astral projection and serve as excellent amplifier for dream and spirit journeying. Rocks ain't magic. They're just geology. Ooh, Charlie can follow you as you explore the abbey. And near something interesting, she will bark. Such a good girl. Yeah.
Hey, Charlie Warley puppy face.
Charlie's the best. Alright, come on, dog. Meow. Ooh, a card. The Sun. Johnny Storm leaps into the sky and blazes bright, showcasing his exceptional power with extreme control. This card represents an abundance of energy, as well as optimism and joy. I hate Johnny Storm. As a character, I just think he's a douche. Evening in the woods. Here's our tunnels. There we go.
What is it, Charlie? Find something? This
Yoink!
must be an ember from the forge. I have the ember. The bottle is not even warm.
If it were giving off any heat at all, I'd be concerned, given the enchantment on that vessel. Now, let's see if this old girl still works.
Cauldron bubbling.
So I can use the cauldron to brew things?
Essentially, yes. Collect reagents on the Abbey grounds. You'd be surprised what we can make use of.
Now the crap I've been picking up can help.
Is that not dangerous?
That's part of the fun, isn't it? And I see you've already found a recipe book. I doubt you'll have any trouble following along.
Agatha's Cauldron can craft items, resources, and even cosmetic rewards. That's what we're after. Woohoo!
Oh, lovely, dear. You're a natural.
I want more of those,
I will see if I can find you a treat later.
oyster mushrooms. They should be right around here. There. Steel wind.
That was expertly done, Hunter. I expected no less from someone as skilled as you.
Hey, thanks. All right, now we go talk with Nico. Wait. Orange stuff.
Can you give me a hint about what Nico wants?
No. Talk with her tonight, yes? It is important to her.
Orange stuff. Strange was around in one of these rooms, I think. There he is. What's up, player?
See how the patient is faring? I assure you, Hunter, his injuries are minor given the circumstances, and he's convalescing quite nicely due to my expert medical care.
I believe in you, dude. Oh, he's
Don't call me
sleepy.
that, Eddie. I'm Spider-Man. MJ's boyfriend.
Man, you're bad at keeping
Is
a
the
secret
Forge
identity.
treating you well, Doctor?
It is, all things considered. The scent of hellfire is slightly less obnoxious than Tony. Oh, Miss Minoru wishes to speak with you. She requested you do so tonight.
What about?
A great mystery and a greater opportunity. You should seek her out. I'm sure he would appreciate a visit tomorrow, though.
Any idea why Nico wants to speak with me?
My ideas are manifold. Only she can answer your question. Before the night ends, of course.
Okay. Go talk to Nico. She has a surprise for you.
Oh, if you're free, I'll assemble the emo kids.
Do it. I'm ready.
Lead the way.
Let's do it.
I like the emo kids. Club meeting.
Miss Minoru can explain why we're all here.
Nico will tell you our purpose.
Okay.
So, about the spell that brought you back to life. It worked better than expected, but there are some gaps.
You are talking about my death?
Exactly. The memories of your final moments might tell us how you defeated your mother 3 centuries ago. That could give us an edge this time around.
Those memories are lost.
Maybe not. We think there's a way to recover them. All you're gonna need is a mystical jumpstart.
How would that work?
Doctor Strange can explain it better than I, but if you want the abridged version, ask Magic. And when you're ready to begin the ritual, let me know.
Alright, Strange first.
Hunter, I'm glad you're present for the inaugural meeting.
I will be right back. I
what
am going to go check on a dog. I'll just be a couple
Why,
minutes.
the Knights of Intellect and Dimensional Spiritualism, the Abbey's local chapter of the Esoteric Mystical Order.
Right. Emo kids. So, the ritual?
Regarding your resurrection, we had to meticulously reunite your corpus or physical vessel with your animus or spiritual essence.
How does this relate to the ritual?
Animating your corpus was the easy part, but your essence...
We're back! We're back!
Thoughts, hopes, fears, and dreams... That was the slipperiest eel.
You eels?
Does the ritual require eels?
But now, with the plenary potential of Miss Minoru's...
I'm glad this guy will gladly talk for several minutes.
Miss Rasputin's enigmatic energies, I, Doctor Strange...
The ritual.
The Sorcerer Supreme shall pluck from unreality your mislaid memory, thought lost to time and death. I shall stare those cosmic forces in their many eyes and shout, nay!
I love this game.
Doctor Strange, the ritual. How does it work?
Didn't I just explain? I could start with the fundamental underpinnings of the multiverse theory if it would help.
This has got to be how my wife feels when I, like,
Just
talk about
tell me
comic
what to
shit.
expect.
Ah, yes. You will focus on recalling what was lost as we do everything in our power to restore it. Simple, really.
Like, when I go on some big rant about, like, oh, this is a reference to Sidorak. He's like the god of unstoppable force and power.
How does this ritual work?
This is the ritual. You focus on the past, Nico zaps you with her staff, Strange chants and waggles his fingers, then you remember. Maybe.
So why are you here?
Should the zapping,
Moral
chanting,
support.
and waggling go bad, I will open a portal to Limbo and push you inside before the explosion.
There is a chance I might explode?
A very small chance. Unlikely.
Thanks, Silly Beans.
How concerned should I be about exploding?
Slightly more than usual.
That is all I need to know.
Tell Nico, and don't explode.
Alright. Nico, I would like not to
The
explode.
first part's easy. I need you to focus on your last memories before you fought Lilith.
Will this help me remember?
Might help me explode.
I can't answer that. When
I'm
I
gonna
start,
bust!
you'll be the one making the repairs. The rest of us are here to keep you steady.
All right.
If you're ready, we can begin.
I am ready.
Let's go.
Now, Hunter, tell us what you...
I raced through the Abbey grounds, angry, terrified. It is too late. We were not ready for this fight. My foot slips, but I catch myself. I run with my blades exposed. I am completely alone. The
Swords out.
moonlight guides my path. My lungs ache. My heart pounds. I rush toward my doom. I cannot. No!
Did I explode?
Whoa! We all saw that, right?
I have no words to describe it.
Finally.
Strange shuts up for a bit. Alright, what'd you see, man? What'd you see?
You don't seem any worse for wear, but do inform me if you experience any lingering mystical oddities. Metacosmic soul rot is no laughing matter.
Tell me about it.
Holding your breath may increase your chance to explode. Or decrease? One of those.
Well, how about that? Your final moments are there, just buried deep inside.
I love Ileana's Dark
Did not
Child
work.
t-shirt. That's incredible.
Not yet, but we made progress. I'm sure we can figure out a way for you to remember more the next time.
Next time.
Heck yeah! Emo kids meet every lunar alignment. Or, you know, whenever we're free on a slow night. Oh, and we need ingredients. Magic will send a list to your Spark. If you bring enough, we can refine them into more useful mystical objects.
Now I've got fetch
We're
quests
done
to
for
do.
today, but I'll be in touch about the next meeting. Catch you later.
Oh, and we get new abilities. Witchfire. Blood for blood. Dope. Select one. On KO, restore 20 health. Blood for blood. All right, we got club t-shirts and everything, y'all.
Hunter? Whatever the good Dr. Faustus was up to spells bad news for us.
Anything else to do? No, that's it.
A few more missions like that, we just might be friends.
Okay, let's take a look at our customization. We can change our Abby outfit now. Emo Kids Club shirt. Brilliant. Hell yeah. All right. Get some sleep. Next day, let's do it again. Good morning, Midnight Suns. Welcome our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to the Midnight Suns. We want to check that ingredient list. R2. 10 oyster mushroom, 10 wolfbane, 15 skill essence. Do you like trinkets? Bring these to the next meeting or to me before the next meeting. Or do not. I do not care. Thanks, Ileana. Okay, what's up with Caretaker? I just passed her in the kitchen and she was chopping up carrots like they were a pack of moloids. Don't look at me, I've been working on the Hellride all day. I was working out my frustrations on some new kind of hellhound. Who did what to who now? Hold on, Eric, Magic, you didn't ask her about Wanda again, did you? I asked, she deflected. I asked again, she murdered carrots. Blade says, I think we talked about this. We got Blade's name is Eric. Nico let it slip. I thought we talked about this. You talked, I acted. Wanda belongs here. We must not turn her away. What happened to Agatha was not her fault. No one's to blame here. I know. This is just going to take time, not hellfire, to make right. Ooh. Hey, everybody, make sure to welcome your friendly neighbor Spider-Man to the Midnight Sun, says Nico. Robbie says, for real, go say hi if you haven't already. He took a big risk for us and got tossed around by some creepy pudding monster. Blade says, maybe later. Spider-Man says, you know I'm on Superlink, right? Liana says, yes, we would say these things to your face. Don't mind them. Welcome to the Abbey, Spider-Man. Thanks, I'll try to stay out of your way. Lucky for all of you, I think three-dimensionally, but there are so many more. The world isn't ready for a Spider-Man who swings between dimensions. You'd be surprised. Nice. Nico's got new stuff. Yeah. We want to edit. We want to take one of our blood magics out and put blood for blood in. Yes, confirm the deck. All right.
Spider-Man would probably appreciate it if you looked in on him. I think he's quite impressed by you.
Don't mind if I do. He was this way.
What? You want to know who am I? Who am I? I am the web-slinging arachnid of justice. I am the fearsome spider who just ruined your day. Wait. Who owns the night. I am the eight-legged bringer of justice. I am Spider-Man.
You doing okay there, bud?
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Oh, hey,
Spiderman?
Hunter. Didn't see you there.
Spiderman?
Everything's fine. This is completely normal. All the top heroes do it, I'm sure.
I like this
what?
Spider-Man design, like
Practice
the base one.
their hero voice. In my case, my spider voice. I figured if I was going to be teaming up with this group, I ought to up my game. Sound more, I don't know, scary, I guess.
Spooky Spider-Man.
Well, your spider voice is very noticeable.
Really? Did it give you pause? Strike fear in your heart as you approach the spider's lair?
It struck something.
Yes! That means a lot to me, coming from you. I don't know too many demon hunters. It's nice to get an expert opinion every now and then. And if I might add an opinion of my own, you are much nicer than Craven.
I actually came here to thank you.
I like Spidey in this game.
Thank me? For what? And by the way, does this thanks also involve pizza? I have to say, battling Eddie always works up the appetite.
If I were to acquire this pizza, who would I give it to? Your identity remains a mystery to us all.
Ooh.
Oh, you want to meet the Spider-Man beneath the mask? Sorry, that's a no-go. My true identity is a closely guarded secret. Not even MJ or Aunt May know for...
ha!
I see what you're doing there.
You're bad at this, Pete.
Sorry, Hunter, the mask's gotta stay on. I hope that's not gonna make things weird between us.
Boom, boom, your secret is safe
The
with
Abbey
us.
is a place of many secrets. Your identity is safe within these walls.
It's not the walls here I'm worried about. It's out there in the real world where the people I love are.
No mask can hide you or them from Lilith. Her gaze can pierce your very soul.
Yeesh. Reminds me of my best friend's dad. And that was before he became a flying goblin.
I know this is not easy for you, Spider-Man. The people here are very different from one another. They do not always see eye to eye. But one thing I can say in truth is that I trust them with my very life. Lives.
Wait, did you just say lives, as in plural?
Many of them.
Yes.
I am really gonna enjoy getting to know you, Hunter.
And we would enjoy
You're married,
getting
dog.
to know you. The real you.
I suppose he said earlier it was boyfriend, so this
Listen,
might be
let
the...
me think it over, alright? It's a big decision. Gotta meditate on it. Check my horoscope. Roll it around in my head, and maybe we'll talk soon. Cool? Cool. I really need to think this over.
Yeah, dog, take your time. Alright, Spider-Man is now available to come with us on missions.
Uh-oh.
Baller.
Comes trouble.
We do our other stuff. Every day we come and check in with this. We upgrade our abilities. Nico can upgrade blood magic. Hell yeah. Let's wait on the daily sparring we need to do.
Nice shirt. Too bad you had to die for it.
Thanks, Ileana. What you got, dog? Help hero.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
So your pet Hellspawn. There's no chance you can snap, right? Wake up and go all demon dog on us? No. Charlie's pure heart keeps me from snapping.
Thanks, Hunter.
Spider-Man is now available, if you know what I mean. Pet the dog.
There's my ferocious Charlie.
Hell yeah. Pet Charlie at least once a day to keep building her bond with the hunter. Constantly. Once we get, like, fully into the groove of this. Got a crystal ball. It's a common gift. So much stuff to find. Alright. We got to do a gamma coil, we got to check our research, we got to do our other research, we got to check our intel, and then reset all those things. Interact.
Successful collaboration.
Now we can build items. Way of the Fang. Spend moves to knock back enemies in combat. As master of 13 different martial arts and counting, Blade could teach the Midnight Suns a basic technique for knocking enemies back in combat, but even the greatest teachers need the right tools. Stephen Strange. Bam. Forge upgrades. Item bench for 100. Done.
I can feel the mystical energy growing.
Shh. Tony is working.
Now we have unlocked more stuff to get.
Hey, Hunter.
Analyze the coil.
No problem. What do you think?
Holy Flame. Light and dark abilities. Hunter abilities can be from one of 3 branches. Light, dark, or power, designated by the balance symbol. Playing more or light dark abilities in combat will push the Hunter's overall balance towards that alignment. We're going light on this playthrough, so we want the light stuff. Like Holy Flame and Steak.
Later.
Ba-boom. Item bench. Let's craft an item. Item bench can be used to craft powerful items for the heroes. Combat items can have powerful effects when used in combat, and they do not cost a card play. They're consumed on use, so make sure to restock. We can gain 1 move. Let's craft one of these.
This should be useful.
Battlefield scanner is draw 2 cards. That's great. Let's craft a couple of those.
This will do nicely.
Charm of Clarity is gain 1 redraw. Grab one of those. A focusing lens we got on the taunt. A recovery non-about. Select a hero to cure.
Always better.
That's
to
pretty
be
good.
prepared.
Hey, thanks, the Nartev. I will. This game takes forever, so I'm going to be playing it a long, long time.
Hey,
What's up,
old
man?
fellow. Can emo kids be singular?
Just one emo kid.
Fine, speak.
What's up? Just checking
Yes?
in on you. Just saying hi, Ileana. Carol wants to talk to me. We got war room stuff. That's it.
Of course, Carol. I'll run the data immediately.
Run? Bruce, you told me you were on it for days.
I meant process my findings. This coil of yours is no simple substance. There's no one-click option.
I get it. Just get back to me as soon as you can.
You'll be the first I call.
You're, Bruce sounds frustrated, and that's weird.
Hello.
Yeah, I found some money. Lilith. Entry from Meditation Reflections of Dr. Stephen Strange. Deep under the rock across the sea, something stirs. Something ancient. I'd felt it before today, the faintest of echoes of powerful incantations. Magic of a language, of a place that is no more. I see the body of a great beast, and within, Lilith. She slumbers, weak, inert, but her power is growing. If she awakes, she will bring the Lilin, scattered across dimensions, to Earth. I must act now. Making the rounds, February 11th, 1692. They've been at it all night, breaking down doors, ransacking the cottages, hauling off the young women. Demons, they say. The devil, they say. Nonsense, I say. It's that blasted Inquisition. Never met one so corrupt and sinister as the great Hiram Shaw. Mrs. and I will grab the boy and be out by nightfall. Already read that one. Nothing on that side. Okay, cool. Woo. Carol.
Hey there.
Something amiss, Captain?
Nope, nothing. Just Bruce being Bruce. More importantly, really glad we got Spider-Man back, Hunter. Not sure if you've noticed it, but these end-of-days scenarios really tend to put a damper on morale. It's nice to get a solid win, you know?
And with such a sweet guy, too.
Every victory we have inches us closer to stopping Lilith. And every life we save
is another ally against her. In this case, a wisecracking radioactive Spider-Man ally.
The best
Which is
ally.
a good thing, now that we know Hydra has been augmenting their soldiers with this radioactive green gamma shampoo. We're gonna need all the help we can get. Speaking of helping, should probably get back to it. There's a certain special Hydra mad scientist out there whose face is just begging for a smacking. And
Would
these
gamma
signatures of his don't seem to want to analyze themselves.
Would gamma
Talk to you
shampoo
later.
turn your hair like luxurious green a la Doc Samson? Because if so, I'd use it.
Everything by the numbers.
Ooh, we got a photon beam. Nice. Alright. The Hunter now has the chance to earn compliments, which can be spent to praise other heroes after completing certain actions, such as a research project, a hero op, reaching a new training level. Complimenting a hero will increase their friendship with the Hunter. However, complimenting the same hero again in a short period of time leads to diminishing returns. So share the wealth.
Thanks, Hunter.
No hero ops available, no
Bye.
intel caches available. I gotta gain more of those resources. Where's Ileana? The grotto. Ileana,
For life.
I need you to like me.
Your mastery of the portals is incredible.
You're pretty awesome yourself, Hunter.
Aw, thanks, Silly Beans. Can I compliment you? No. Alright. We'll be back for more with her. Daily sparring. Let's see.
I still say we
Explosives
should have built a
training
firing range
for the
first.
next level. Let me see what my missions are.
You've been doing well out there, kiddo. And you're making an impression on your teammates.
Oh,
Make
thanks,
sure
Hunter.
you let them know how you feel about their efforts, too. They'll appreciate a kind word from the legendary Hunter.
It's a dating sim. Alright, we get intel cache, but we need Tony. Operations assault for a gamma coil and a bunch of essences. Credits for the Hydra device. Supply run for an artifact. Destroy device for credits. And the bill comes to... let's take magic on a supply run. Yeah? They're all common stuff. Common. Yeah, we haven't used her yet. Or Nico. So let's do a sparring real quick. Daily sparring. Magic.
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
Let's go. Gain 2 fast at mission start. Oh, sick.
See you around.
She's limbered up. Let's go. And let's take Nico. Big McNut. Nope. Yeah, there's our crew. How do I... There we go. I want to get my battlefield scanner. There. Let's go. Alright. Break the enemy protection to access the truck and use the recover supplies card to secure the supplies.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
I got it.
Gain 6 heroism for killing that guy. Alright, Nico Roulette. With her unpredictable staff of 1, many of Nico's abilities may have random effects. These effects are determined when the ability card is drawn and are indicated by the roulette keyword. Using her Limbo Portal, Magic can place a portal anywhere on the map. Once a portal is placed, the next Magic ability with a knockback effect will knock the enemy through the portal. The portal will close and be removed from the map once an enemy has been sent through. I love fighting with magic.
Get to the trucks and grab those artifacts before they roll out.
That should not be a problem.
Alright. Quick Soul Slash, Recover Block. Gather, Recover Supplies, Swarm.
This one's for you.
That will help.
Going for it. I think Lilith is holding out on you. Maybe you should ask about some new powers.
So if we pull all these guys together, it'll kill most of them, right? Got supplies remaining too. I'm not sure if that's worth it. Let's see. There we go.
This will let me do. You are nothing compared to the things I have seen and killed.
And then Nico can... Yeah, then Nico can run over here.
Triss?
You asked for it.
No more protection. Recover the supplies. And that's our turn.
We will never forsake her.
As ordered!
You will have to do better than that.
They're going to do some damage, but we'll be okay. The music kind of slaps, though.
Don't you know who I am?
You're in trouble now.
Regroup and await reinforcements. I've got your back.
So the time has come.
Just go get him, Magic. You're good. Cool.
The artifacts are secure, but why don't you teach Hydra a lesson while you're there?
Apply 1 marked, blood for blood on KO, restore 20 health. Randomly selected. Yeah, okay. So who can I kill with this? Just that guy? Alright.
Here's one for you.
Dang, Nico.
Now you're outmatched.
Very effective.
Why don't, ooh, okay, here we go. Why don't we Soul Blast this guy and knock him over there.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Right. Now we're out of card plays, but we can... Ooh. Nico, if you go hit this thing... Yeah, Nico, I need you to move right here. And,
I'll give it a whirl.
bonk! Alright, we're good.
Hail Hydra! We're all gonna get Finally, it's my turn.
You will regret ever facing me.
Ow.
You can cut that out anytime.
I am under attack. You and your friends will suffer together.
Alright. Here's where we get the cool stuff. Redraw Empower. Worthless. Okay, Gather's okay, I guess. Let's heal our... Let's heal ourselves.
Hold the light's gift. The advantage is mine. Prepare yourself.
Ba-ba boom.
Whatever works.
Now, we can't use that to hit him, but we can do... Curse? Limbo Portal doesn't give us any of that stuff. Ah, man. Where's our R2 combat items? Battlefield scanner. Draw.
Try this.
There we go.
Let's change things up.
Where do we want to aim this guy? Here.
For now. Being so
Get over there.
Now that was something. That will not slow me down.
This might, though. This might hurt a lot. Ileana might die.
You'll get yours.
Nope, she's alive. Oh, you fool.
Ready?
Worth it.
Once again.
Leave it to the rest of us. They cannot possibly match your strength.
All them dudes, right there.
More dangerous than ever.
Perfect. I believe that they are toast.
Might have pushed it.
You love to see it. Bonk!
You are too weak for this fight.
I'd say that was a very successful outing. Good work.
We did it, team. God, these covers are atrocious. They remind me of the 90s. Ooh.
Now that was my kind of ruckus.
Alright, we got a lot of people to talk to. Let's finish this up, and I think that's where we're going to call it for the
Birthday's
moment.
coming up. I want to throw her
Oh,
a surprise
God.
party, but I can't do it alone.
What is a surprise
I
party?
have no idea what that is.
Right. I bet that meant musket ambush in your time. On Magic's birthday, everyone else will hide in a room. When I lead her there, you jump out and shout, "Surprise!" Then we eat cake.
With the exception of cake, that is exactly like a musket ambush.
That's why
I like
you,
Hunter. She's goofy.
You're creepy, but informative.
What do you need me to do?
Nothing complicated. I don't need you to hunt special ingredients for a cake or anything like that. If you could get the other Midnight Suns on board, it would take a huge weight off my shoulders.
Do you really need me to do this?
I don't, but I want them to see more of what I see. That you're part of the team. It'll mean a lot coming from you.
I'm getting involved.
Should I mention this to Tony, Carol, and the others?
I don't know if they can keep a secret. I'm not even sure if I'll tell them about the party until that night. Oh, but I should probably invite Spider-Man. He seems like he'd really get into it.
Yeah, this is a Spidey.
All right. Let me know what you want.
Still figuring out who and what I need, but I'll message you when I do. Probably tomorrow?
Cool.
Sounds good.
Thanks for this. Do you have any questions?
No, it's a cute little dating sim.
Why the surprise? Why not a normal birthday party?
It'll be fun! All your friends showing up at once to wish you the best. Doesn't that sound fun to you?
All my friends are dead.
Sounds like you really like surprise parties.
Of course! I had a few when I was younger, back when I thought I was part of a normal family.
You do not often speak about that time in your life.
Why would I want to? It was a childhood of happy memories, before my quite literally evil parents pulled the rug out from under me. But those parties... My parents weren't throwing them to appease their dark gods, they wanted me to have the happiest birthday.
Where are we going to have the party?
I'm still scouting locations, but somewhere inside the Abbey. We'll make it work.
Why the surprise?
I already told you.
Okay.
That is all I had. I am good for now.
I'm good if you're good. Thanks for this, Hunter. Can't wait to see the look on her face.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Ileana's face with a surprise party. It's a brilliant idea. Spoderman. Spoderman.
And so you actually slept in that thing?
That was probably a mistake. I kept having dreams that I was swallowed by Sandman. That's, actually happened, you know.
Gross.
Look, man, I get it. It's not a decision to take lightly. I struggled with it for a while myself.
What changed your mind?
I guess I finally started trusting these fools. They may be a little crazy, but they're like family.
And what about your real family? Don't you worry about what could happen?
They're back in L.A. Much as my kid brother Gabe would love this place, they don't know a thing. Whatever happens here never gets back there. To be honest,
his little brother is
even
the
think
most
we're in the
important
same
person
dimension.
most important person in
what?
his life.
Never mind that. Point is, this is a safe place with good people. If there's anyone who can keep a secret, it's them.
Aww.
Sort of comes with the territory of being a midnight sun. Most of our lives weren't sunshine and candy before Caretaker recruited us.
We're
Now
dark
we've
and
got a
edgy
gigantic
from the
demonically powered
90s.
pizza oven in the forge.
Excuse me, would you...
Hey, man. It's okay. We can talk about something else if you want.
Yes, please stay.
Can't. Got something I need to do.
Gasp.
I really thought I had him with the pizza thing.
What is it with you both and pizza?
Okay, you wanted it, you got it.
Wanted what?
I give you by popular demand, the man underneath the mask.
Peter Parker from Forest Hills, Queens. Nice to see you finally ditched the spider-faced doily, Peter. We're all friends here. You got our attention, so what do you got to say, Petey?
Yeah. What's up, man?
Hi?
Underneath the mask, it turns out I am a
After all that build-up,
dude.
I hope I didn't disappoint anybody. I mean, I can't shoot laser beams, light my skull on fire, or glow like the sun. Like Tony said, outside of the costume, I'm just boring old Peter Parker.
And PP
I don't even have a
1963.
cool screen name.
I have seen you in battle with Venom, Peter. Believe me when I say you are anything but boring.
Aww.
Aw, thanks. Jeez, Hunter, you trying to make me blush?
I will
I
devour
did not
you.
realize you embarrassed so easily.
Oh yeah, I actually surprise myself at the things that embarrass me. Speaking of, now that we took care of the giant radioactive spider elephant in the room, we might as well get to know one another. If there's anything else you're curious to know about me, ask away.
You need to stop
I'm
hitting on
apparently
me.
an open book now. So what do you say, Hunter? Care to step inside this Spider-Verse?
Hey, so what do you not know about this character?
I have encountered werewolves, half-vampires, dragon men, but I have never encountered a Spider-Man before. There must be quite a story about how you became this way.
It's actually not the most epic story. Sort of a field trip gone wrong scenario, if you get me.
I do not.
Well, a small irradiated spider bit me while I was working up the nerve to ask Mary Jane Watson if she'd like to check out the Pym particle exhibit at the Empire State Museum. Next thing I know, the high-energy photons injected into my bloodstream started altering my genomic sequence. At first, I thought I was having an allergic reaction, and then I started climbing up the walls. I told my Aunt May it was late onset
Remember
puberty.
those essays I used to write about
She,
nonsense
believed
before
me for some
blogs
reason.
were a big thing? I wrote one
So, how about
recently.
you?
It didn't load up
Get
all of
bit
your
by
chat.
a radioactive hunter or something?
My mother is the harbinger of a dark god. A normal life was never in the cards for me.
In the spooky tarot cards.
I thought high school was hard to deal with. That's gotta be a heavy load to carry.
It is not always easy.
Talk about the
You do not
Avengers.
seem like a typical Avenger.
Avenger? Me? Oh, no. Between my double major at Empire State, taking photos for the Bugle, and, the whole protecting the neighborhood
Physics
thing,
and engineering.
that's the time. Besides, they haven't asked me to join them. Yet, of course. What about you? How's this whole Midnight Sun thing work? You like the captain or something?
Oh, okay. Let's see. I wrote one recently about how the lack of a global villain in the 90s led to a violent, surreal, edgy renaissance. It's true. The fall of the... Look at that nerd. With the fall of kind of the Cold War, we did kind of lose like a...
But in truth, it is only unified together
I don't know.
that we will all prevail over Lilith and Chthon. Ego is simply the tool of
We
our
came up with the Middle Eastern,
Sure you're not already
enemy,
an Avenger?
the quote-unquote
Definitely know a guy
terrorist.
who'd love to hear that. Here's a hint. It rhymes with smapped in Hermerica.
Smapped in Hermerica.
And just how many years has there been a Spider-Verse?
Oh, you mean, how long have I been doing this? A few years now. You should have seen the original suit. I still have it lying around the dorm somewhere. Makes a great blanket.
This is a young
How about
college-age
you?
Spider-Man.
How long have you been hunting?
At this point, I suppose I am well over 3 centuries old. That is, if you count the years spent above and below ground, of course.
The time gets
Of course.
awkward.
I mean, whatever gets you senior discount sooner, am I right?
You are a fascinating man.
Ooh, I like that. Friendly neighborhood, fascinating man. Wonder if Stark owns that trademark yet.
What's the story of you
This
and Venom?
Venom creature's obsession with you is strong enough to overcome my mother's call. Until now, I thought that impossible.
Girl,
It's,
he is
complicated.
into you.
Eddie, the guy underneath the giant oozing mouth, was a reporter with me at the Bugle a while back. I may have ruined his career by exposing a phony source of his on this big murder case. This, of course, led him to the alien symbiote that had secretly bonded with me after my original suit was trashed on Battleworld. We can talk about that little adventure later. Long story short, I thought I had eradicated the suit with a giant church bell. Before I knew it was alive, of course. Anywho, the alien symbiote decided to merge with Eddie, and the two have been hunting me down ever since. It's your basic, simple misunderstanding, right? Well, I guess every superhero needs a super nemesis. Venom is mine. Must be tough having your own mom be yours, huh?
Kinda sucks.
Lilith made her choice long ago. Though it pains me to say this, she is no longer my mother, but another monster to slay.
That's a hard way to look at it. When I see Venom, all I can see is Eddie. And the symbiote that saved my life on a few occasions.
Perhaps that is what Lilith is counting on.
Look, I get it. The monster that looks like your friend is still a monster. I watch plenty of zombie movies, okay? Still
Aw.
doesn't mean you have to become that which you were hunting, if you ask me. I knew that philosophy minor was gonna pay off.
Thank you, Peter. I should be going. This was eye-opening.
My eyes are open.
For both of us? Gotta thank you too, Hunter. I was sort of holding back before. You know, didn't want to be a chatty Charlie.
There's
Now the
so
floodgates
much
are open.
talking
Let
in
the
this
real Peter
game.
Parker flow through. Anyway, you gotta go. I'll talk to you soon.
Of
Much
that
to do.
I have no doubt. Farewell, Peter.
Good chatting with you, Hunter.
Green Glob. Bottle of 18-year-old
feeling
root
all right?
beer. We got to pick up all these gifts. And
Blade told me New York was cool in the 90s. Well, the 90s are cool again, but New York didn't do it for me.
she's a California kid.
Team Emo Kids for the win.
Talk to Strange. Get that blue thing. We gotta read first. The Ancestor, Chester Harding, 1827. The Blood Dynasty has stood watch for eons. With each generation, our blades have run red with the blood of the fallen as we seek to bring about order. Only the 9 Lords of the Ether Dark stand to challenge the will of the Blood family, and they will never relent. Is that related maybe to Baron Blood? The vampire from the Invaders? Who knows? Read. Found out, February 17th, 1692. It wasn't long before they found us. I could see the torches moving about the edge of the forest. The group held back for a bit before a single torch approached. The figure came up toward the entrance and placed a hand on the rock face just a stone's throw from where I was perched. I moved closer and could see that it was Shaw himself. He moved his hand over the rock and said something strange I couldn't quite make out. A low groan started up and bits of the ceiling began to rain down on me. I leapt back and toppled into the chamber below, where others were huddled together, shrieking. A Gathering of Powers, an account of Brother Voodoo, February 4th, 1989. Shaman and I are late to our arrival to Old Salem due to heavy storms and unrelenting winds. Quick side note, Shaman is the mystical expert for the Canadian superhero team Alpha Flight. Elbows up, Canada. I stand with you, for once. My early impression of the land is not a favorable one. I sense that the land is marked and misshapen by a corruption that runs deep into the bowels of the earth itself. It will take great energy to purify what has taken hold here for centuries. At this point, I will have a great many questions for Doctor Strange and Agatha about this place. I would love more Dr. Voodoo content. Hey, no problem. We're going to finish up here in a bit, Rob. Thanks for hanging out. We're just going to do our last little series of cleanup stuff, talk to Strange, and call it a day.
Hunter,
More Midnight Suns next time. We're going to be playing this game forever. Let's go. Take it easy, everybody.
Together. I hope you don't mind me having.
We already talked about this.
Doctor.
I see. I'm not the only one who's taken an interest in these works. You haven't been getting into anything precarious, I hope. Oh, by all.
You already did this part. What? I already led Strange to the cave. He had a whole thing that he talked about. Oh well, I guess I get resources. Yum. Come on, Doc, let's go. Yeah, there's your Wanda stuff.
You were right.
We did this.
I think most of us...
While wards certainly are my fault.
The only way
I'll...
How strange. Oh, but in the back of Shaw's church, there is... I'll go on and spend my arcane key. Bye-bye. Hey. Do we interact with that thing? What is left for us? Agatha? Agatha. Let's go chat with Agatha and call it a day.
You are welcome to attend Ileana's surprise party.
As much as I would enjoy that, my presence unsettles those incapable of perceiving me.
No. She's Russian. It'll be cool.
So you will be there in spirit.
Oh, Hunter, how I've missed your wit.
You dork. Hunter's charming. Okay, anything else that can be done at night? I'm going to run around the grounds and explore for just a little while longer. No particular reason, I just want to... poke around a bit. Found a babbling brook.
This is witch sign.
More witch sign. An old blood stain.
There must not be anything here.
I don't believe that for a second. We'll come back to this place, I'm sure. Alright. Time to run around like fools. Let's see, we want to go this way first, I think? Yeah, what's this?
This looks like it belongs here.
I put the knife in the bowl. It is good, I guess? I don't know. Alright. In between runs of, like, missions, you gotta make sure to run around and pick up all your ingredients. That way you make sure you have plenty of chicken and oyster mushrooms.
The son of Gaia approves.
Hey! A secluded pillar. The Hanged Man. Bucky is restrained by Hydra, but waits patiently for the right moment to break free from the prison in his world and his mind. This card represents letting go of that which cannot be controlled, and adaptation. Neat.
Autumn must not see it that way.
I disagree with him. Autumn, you nerd. Give me free stuff. I saw that sneaky little card. thought you could pull a fast one on me. You can't. Justice. She-Hulk proudly holds the scales of justice in one hand and her briefcase in the other, ready to face the courtroom. This card represents justice and fairness and righting the wrongs of the world. Only 10 tarot cards left. Moonlight on Mount Lafayette, New Hampshire. Cool. Faded journal page. Hunter's Journal, July 15th, 1710. My favorite days are those with Agatha. She even talks more than Sarah sometimes, but it doesn't feel like a drawling lecture. She's always smiling and her face lights up when she tells me about all the plants, trees, and mushrooms that we come across. I never thought I would find myself excited to share the healing properties of moonflower or dryad saddles. Agatha tells me that one day knowing these things will come in handy. For now, it's just fun to learn them. Aww. Wanda's Journal, February 22nd, 2020. I've said I'm sorry so many times today, I might as well say it here too. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened out there. Agatha and I train at her altar all the time, but something was different. Somehow, this time, I lost control. Agatha could have been hurt, and it would have been my fault. Damn! I need to figure this stuff out. Caretaker isn't looking at me the same. Agatha makes it look so easy, and I just make everything harder. We'll find a way to draw the elemental energy back to the altar, and we'll try again. We always do. Somehow I broke the cauldron too. I wasn't even in the library today. What did I need in my... oyster mushrooms, wolfbane, and skill essence? Reagents. I need more oyster mushrooms, more wolfbane. I've got the skill essence. Okay, great.
Autumn reveals all.
Hey, we got a key. Neat. We got that one. We got that one. We're still looking for Wolfsbane. I got that witch hazel at least. That's not the right stuff. Okay, let's take a look here. Agatha's Altar, Whispering Wood. We want to go to the Bloodgate. Alright, now here we did some stuff, but we didn't do all of the things, and we have since discovered the Reveal Rune, right? Looking around for mysteries. Wait, this is the first Bloodgate. We may want to go to the one back by the Standing Stones. Yeah. Oyster mushrooms grow around our primary Abbey location, so that's easy to get. get all of these things and look around here for that glyph. What's back here? I don't believe that for a second.
Autumn does not answer.
I think Autumn's messing with me.
Autumn, show me the way.
Thought so. Give me that. Can't get through that one yet. That's another word of power. Anything going down under the bridge? Okay, Stone Terrace. I know you've got some secrets for me. Alright, I'm down here. Faded journal page, Hunter's Journal from September 8th, 1712. We only have so much time before Lilith's shadow falls upon this ground. Until then, I must continue to train. I must continue to become who I am destined to be. I am the hunter. I will hunt. Reveal!
He sees us all.
Dope. Yoink! And most important, Bam!
Autumn be praised.
Oh, cool. That's the symbols that we found earlier. Hold on a moment. Upside down moon thing. Standy dude. Praise be to the sun. Boat. Bug. Moon, guy, sun, boat, bug. Let's see if I can remember that. Moon. Boat. Sun. Guy. Bug. At least that's what they look like to me.
That did not work.
What do you mean that didn't work? Oh, I got them mixed up. Moon guy. Okay. So the answer is no. Moon. Guy. Sunboat bug. Come on. Bonk. 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 Check it out. An epic chest. A legendary arcane chest. Let's open it. An epic blueprint. Red hot rare palette. The Purity epic palette and Inferi Domine. head prop. Where can we get our head prop? Little horns! I love it! We want better than that. We want bigger horns, but for now, perfect. Okay, we will find more of those anon. There's something. Let's go see what's going on over there. Yerm. Maybe this way. Why not? Fine armoire. Ooh. Glorification of the Royal Hungarian Saints. Dope. Agatha's got something else that she can tell us. Sure. Let's go on ahead and end it for the night.
Hey.
What's up, Blade? Agatha, what else you got for me?
Is that meant to be an offering bowl on the altar?
Another artifact Wanda was toying with but could never make work. I'm curious. Next time you find yourself there, place it in the bowl and speak an Elder God's name. Perhaps it will work for you now that you have their blessing.
Roger. I gotta speak an Elder God's name. I have to invoke in order to make the offering. That makes sense. Give me the moisture mushrooms. I need them basic reagents. Give them to me. Check the base of every tree. Damsel and Orlando, neat. I don't want to waste my keys on the common stuff. Is the only tricky bit. I want to save it for the good chests, you know. Mushrooms. I need them so that Ileana loves me. Is there anything else in here? I mean, we've already gone through. Right, like Oster's Cave doesn't have any additional stuff, does it? Guess not. maybe this way. Ooh, here's a grotto. This will be Rhea's Hellride. The shop, if you will. Good thing somebody's coming out here to, like, light up all these torches. Be really confusing otherwise. Like, do you think the caretaker is taking, like, daily trips out to just go and relight all of the light sources around this place? Alright. I think that's where we're going to call it for the day. We're going to go on ahead and run back in and go to sleep, restart the cycle, and pick up next time with more Midnight Suns. Getting a crash course through all of the best parts.
Good girl, Charlie.
Who's the best girl?
Come along, Charlie.
Going through all of the best parts of the Marvel mystical universe. Oh, yeah. Agatha's Altar. We did have a mission. Charlie.
What is it, Charlie? Find something?
It's just a chest, Charlie, I know. Let's see. Agatha's thing was this way. Up here. And then we gotta run up here and over to the thing, and then we got a bowl, and we're gonna stand here and go, Oster.
It seems my offering was accepted.
I got an arcane key. Sweet. Alright, well, we love that. We love them chicken mushrooms even more. Alright. Back to the Abbey. Ileana.
Colossus didn't get wind of all that chaos we wreaked.
I need to see Colossus in more games. Frankly.
I don't like to be touched.
I'm trying to talk.
I have something for you.
Oh?
Here you are.
Ingredients.
Good. I don't know where to put these. That is Nico's problem now.
Bam. And...
Is that meant to be an offering bowl on the old...
Done. I already did. It responded to my voice. Excellent.
Try using different combinations of words and offerings. You never know what you might get.
I'm sure there's a chart somewhere. All right, that's where we're going to end it for the day. We may be back on later. Depends on how we're feeling. But we've got stuff to do. Thanks for hanging out. More Midnight Suns next time. We're starting to get down the path of looking a little less human. And that's what we want. Next time.